Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at Modere again and the aftermath of Modere just shutting down from one day into another, not telling their distributors that they're going to close down the network marketing company. The distributors either had to learn that via the website, that is where Modere posted and said thank you to our customers and everybody who supported us for the past 20-something years, or some distributors had to learn through their very own customers that Modere was shutting down. That is a truly nasty move, even for a network marketing company, to not let their distributors know in advance. No, they have to learn that through their very own customers. And we're going to take a look at an example of that today. So Modere is down and the distributors, they still struggle with the fallout, with the aftermath. And I think this is a good example to take a look at. Big shout out and thank you to Vanessa. Vanessa is Pink Moon Witch on Instagram and also now on YouTube. She started to upload videos there as well. I will link her channel down below, so go ahead and check her out. She's a fantastic content creator and has a lot of information on her Instagram and now starts to build a library on YouTube as well. So go ahead and support her there and check her out if you're interested in anti-MLM content. And another shout out to watch before you join on YouTube as well, specifically if you're interested in iGenius and in the crypto anti-MLM sphere. It's a great channel to follow and to watch. This is a supporter of this channel and has been for quite a while. So go ahead and check these two out. If you're interested in anti-MLM content, I am sure that their content and their channels will be interesting for you as well. Everything will be linked down below. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Modere app and the fallout after Modere closed down and how they're dealing with this. I already have two videos up. One is the original video, one is me reacting to Justin Prince and his reaction to Modere going down, and then this is kind of an addition to the series. As we're watching a network marketing company shutting down, and we can watch the reaction of the distributors in real time. So let's get started.
Good morning. Hope you're having a good weekend. Probably better than mine. I don't know if you've been on social at all this weekend. I'm sending this out to everybody, but I'm like trying to work through all my messages, trying to make sure I'm getting in touch with all my customers. It's taking so long. I mean, I literally had like, I don't even know, 600 messages that I've been trying to get through. And I was so looking forward to a relaxing weekend because my team and I have been on fire for weeks. And I was like, we've worked so hard. I'm going to reward myself and have a relaxing weekend. And then I got a text message from a customer and it was Stephanie Pratt. Love you. She was like, I'm having a hard time ordering. And it said Modere had closed. And I'm like, oh, hackers. All right, let me contact corporate and I'll get you an answer. And it wasn't hackers. I found out that my company closed through a text message from a customer.
That is nasty. Can you imagine getting a text message from a customer that you pretty much get fired from a job as an independently contracted salesperson? That is nasty. That is not how you should treat people in general. It just shows that you have no control and you have nothing to say in a network marketing company despite this narrative being pushed that you're your own boss babe, you're your own business owner, which you're clearly not if you can just be terminated or if a company can just shut down and as a result you also lose what you consider to be your business. And then on top of that, I also don't necessarily think that you are on fire or your team is on fire and you're doing so much and you're selling so much and you're recruiting so many people when the company is actually going down. And there have been signs that Modere was not doing that well anymore. I reacted to that in the last video with Justin Prince where he sued Modere and then Modere sued him. He claimed that they were not paying him $300,000 that they were still owing him because they were not able to fully pay him as their top distributor. When network marketing companies are not able to pay their top people anymore, then you have a problem. So there must have been signs, and I reacted to that in that video, also comparing it to other network marketing companies. How much on fire can you really be? And how much do you really bring to the table financially? You recruit new people when a company is already drowning. But it just shows that the people were hustling until the last second and they were not alerted at all. And that is really shitty. So you're in full active mode and then you want to take a weekend off and then you recognize, oh, now everything I worked for is gone overnight. That sucks. That's really horrible.
Very emotional. It's really hard. And I'm trying, like, I love you guys. Like, I love to be able to help you with your health journeys. I love it. And so, you know, you get my emails, you get my texts. Sorry, I'm just doing it. I was going to put makeup on and get dressed, but I'm like, it doesn't even matter because I'm going to be teary-eyed throughout the day anyway. But I wanted to give you a video. I wanted to give you information. So I am not going to stop health and wellness. Health and wellness to help people feel their best and take charge of their lives and improve their energy and improve their mood and improve their physique and improve their blood, you know, their blood testing to have good results. That's something that, aside from my family, my children, my husband, that is so important to me. Like, I love to help people turn their lives around. It makes me sad. I love humans. I love humans. I love you guys. And when I'm around somebody, even if I just met them and they're complaining of their health, and I'm like, oh, let's see how we can fix it. What's your meal plan like? Like, what do you eat? What do you drink? Do you move your body? Do you do any daily affirmations? Do you do any meditation?
And that is so dangerous. Whether Modere shut down or not, spoiler alert, she has already moved on. Because I guess she has to. If your paycheck depends on this, you need to figure out something new rather quickly. If you start to diagnose people and really dive into their health by comparing that to your health and how the products from Modere helped you and why you like to communicate to people and use those products, that is very dangerous. If you're not a medical professional, if you're not a professional in your sphere, and she calls herself a health coach, that is a bunch of nothingness. Just because you're interested in something doesn't mean that you actually have the credentials that you should advise people on this topic. Being in a health and wellness network marketing company can be super dangerous for the customers when the Huns think that they have knowledge and that they have credentials and that they have MLM street credibility, as it is called in Amari, for example. That's what I heard over there, which is really, really cute. Then you shouldn't still advise other people on their health journey if you have no professional knowledge. That is one of those boundaries that should never be crossed. And people in network marketing companies connected to the health and wellness sphere, they do that regularly, and that is absolutely wrong and can do a lot of harm. And why? Because you're diagnosing people not really knowing what you're diagnosing them with or for. You have no medical insights into these people's lives. You're not the person who should advise them, but you need to present them with the best products, with the health and wellness sphere that you work in, and now very likely with a new product. But it is dangerous. It always makes me very, very upset when I see people who might believe they have something to bring to the table, that they think they can advise strangers on this. Please don't do that. It can be very dangerous.
Do you do any meditation? Do you do anything for your health? It's such a passion of mine. And I think it is a passion of mine because I went through a period of time where I was not very healthy.
Yeah, but just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean that you can advise others on something so serious as their health. Just because you went through health scares and a health struggle. There's a disconnect there, and we see that right here.
I mean, I smoked cigarettes, I drank so much alcohol, and this was back in college. I mean, I did not take care of my body. I had ramen noodles and sandwiches if I ate, otherwise I was drinking my calories, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's not healthy, but that is also, unfortunately, a progression, something that you need to learn when you're younger. You need to learn your boundaries. As a teenager, as a young adult, you will likely drink too much. And then you have to recognize and you have to learn, oh, okay, I'm having a headache. My body is not functioning properly anymore. I'm not feeling well. What did I do? And then hopefully you learn out of this. It's an easy way into addiction. And smoking is also, of course, not great. But you learn. You, if you studied, I went to one of the universities here in Berlin. You learn. I'm not the same person I was back then. And yes, you don't have that much money. That's why you also need to watch out what kind of food you buy. Very likely it's quick, instant, fast food, cheap food, because you don't have that much money available as well. That is a natural progression. People make mistakes and they learn.
And then I had children, and then I did focus more on health. But then after Traven was born, he's going to be 14 in June, I had developed hyperthyroid. I had a mole removed that they were sure was cancerous. They thought it was melanoma. I developed a panic disorder, generalized anxiety, OCD. These were things that I had for a long time, but I never acknowledged them. They portrayed themselves different to me. So then I was a shell. I was a shell. I would want to sit in the hospital's parking lot because I was scared I was dying. I wouldn't go in. Sometimes I had to go in. Sometimes my heart rate was over 200 beats a minute just sitting there. But I went through the mental struggles, and I have for 14 years daily practiced positive mindset.
Which is great. What I always find confusing though, and what I would never do, and what I would also not advise doing on social media publicly, is to tell us your medical history. Why? Why can't you just keep that to yourself and work that out with yourself, with the people closest to you, with actual professionals? You might have guessed it. While that might be a true testimonial, why that might be a truthful story from her end, unfortunately, it's also a necessity in network marketing companies to open up and to overshare very personal things about yourself and potentially about your family to try and attract people, to show them the products, to show them the right way, and to sell them the products in your network marketing company. So it was Modere before, because these products were very likely life-changing for her and for her family. And now she has to figure out new products that she wants to sell. Don't overshare these things. Keep these things to yourself. But in network marketing companies, you cannot do that because they're an important part of the sales pitch. And in a way, they're rags to riches stories. Physically, emotionally, I was not doing well back then, but now, ever since I started to use the products from this company, I'm doing well, and so can you, and I can sell you the products. That's why we see a lot of Huns oversharing.
Because I don't think I was born with a positive mindset. I don't know, like I feel joy and radiance through me. I think my father passed it down. I do. My father was the most incredibly kind and thoughtful human. God, I'm emotional. But I'm going to keep going because I really want to get this out. And I tried yesterday and I'm like, I can't. So anyway.
Yeah, but why not take another day off, or another day, or another day, or a week? If I learned that something I believed in so much just shut down all of my opportunities from one day to another without even alerting me, just posting on a website, oh, by the way, we're closing down, and I had to learn that from a customer, I would be sad. I would be mad, I would be angry, I would be questioning what is going on, I would be questioning the company, I would be questioning the system, and I would take time for myself to do so. I would keep myself busy, very likely. That's how I work. I don't need to dwell in my emotions 24/7. Those come up anyway. They come up regularly throughout the day if something drastic happens. But I wouldn't be on camera, and I wouldn't be speaking to other people through a camera, telling my audience what a struggle bus this currently is, and that I have to get through this. Why do you have to be on social media right now? Why do you have to push through? You don't. Well, not if you're in a network marketing company, because then you need to be on the lookout for the next company. And there is no time to breathe there. That is so unhealthy. For somebody who is in the health and wellness MLM space, the distributors don't take good care of themselves in those transition times.
Modere has closed. I do not have those products anymore. I'm sad. They have helped me with my health. They have helped me with my mind. They have helped me with my mood. However, I have, God, I look at me. I can't believe I'm sending this out. This is ridiculous, but I just need to do it because I want to share with you. I want to let you know because I know so many of you are like, what's going on? So, to my customers, because this is going out to my people this is to some of you who just follow me. This is some of you that are my customers. I'm sending out the same video to everybody. I'm not going to make 2 videos today. I'm sorry. This is what you get. Please be patient with me.
Then maybe don't send out a video at all and give yourself the time and the grace to work through this. Why release a video so shortly afterwards? I guess we will see.
So you're going to still see everything you've been seeing from me. I'm still going to be talking about health and wellness. I'm still going to be doing the same things. I still think we need the supplemental support to fill the gaps in our health journey. We do not get what we need through food. We don't. So we need extra things.
Yeah, look at the proof. Why? That's a very general statement. Lots of people believe in supplements. I take a protein powder. That's what helps me to get my protein intake in a day. That is helpful. I do not take any other supplements at the moment. I'm fine. I don't need any vitamins, any vitamin complexes. My iron is great. Magnesium is fine. We will see this summer how my calcium is doing. I do not take any supplements at the moment. And to just assume we need supplements to fill in the gaps is simply wrong. If you sell those products, you need to tell yourself that, especially if you have a history of sicknesses, of illnesses, and then you believe supplements have helped you, especially the Modere supplements, then that is hard to get of those supplements. And when one company shuts down and the products are not available anymore, you need to find other products to fill in those gaps. But just to say, yeah, we as humans, we need supplements is false. That is a false statement.
And so a friend of mine, actually, Tug Brooks, I met him last June at an invite-only leadership event with Modere. I flew out to Salt Lake City. I took a train down to Provo, and I watched him speak on stage. I thought he was fabulous. Ashton, another woman, I saw her speak on stage. I loved her. That was in June. In July, they left the company. And I was like, what are you doing? And I made friends with him. And so I messaged him, I'm like, what are you guys doing? And Tug was going over to Make Wellness. Justin Prince was like the founder of the product side of Modere. He's got a huge vision for helping people, similar to me, helping people feel their best. It's like a passion of his. And he wanted to introduce peptide technology into Modere. They didn't agree. So Justin started his own company, and some of my friends went over there.
I think Modere disagrees with that in their lawsuit. Watch the Justin Prince Modere video. I will link it up here if you want to take a look. They pretty much said that he stole their intellectual property, that he took business insider information to start his own company, and he also took people from the corporate side to Make Wellness, and that is the peptide MLM, where you have supplements now in powder and in pill form to help yourself and to help your health with peptide supplements. Products nobody needs yet again, and the products are called Fit and Lean and Calm. Products and supplements, yet again, nobody needs. But I guess that's the reason why we have this video, because there is this connection. Justin Prince was a top distributor in Modere before, also an equity holder. That is, how is that legal? How can that be legitimate that you have financial stake in a company and then you're also a top distributor there? That sounds very wrong to me. And then he got terminated from Modere. He started his own network marketing company, Make Wellness, and his independently contracted sales force now tries to sell you peptide supplements, something your body produces on their own. But they're produced in a very specific way, highest technology, blah, blah, blah. We've seen it before, we've heard it before. That is the Modere connection. A lot of people who were with Modere followed Justin to his new MLM. We have a lot of people in the video I reacted to in his comment section who were also former Modere people. And now that Modere has shut down, it seems like a natural move for a lot more former Modere distributors to now also move over to Make Wellness. That's the connection there. And I guess that's also the explanation why we, one day after, excuse me. Sorry, my light just went off, so light situation is a bit different. That's what it is. What I wanted to say is that is also very likely why we see her now, a day after, 24 hours after she had to learn from a customer that Modere shut down, crying because she obviously hasn't worked through that yet. She hasn't allowed herself to be sad and be offline. That is why she is online now, letting us know that, oh, Modere is down, but let's go over to Make Wellness. That's what I suppose is happening here. And that is also why there is this urgency. Because if one network marketing company shuts down, or you get terminated, or your paycheck tanks, you need to move quickly, and you need to try to get as many people over as quickly as possible. It's truly a vicious cycle because you can never breathe, not even in a situation like this, where you mourn the loss of a network marketing company. I know, a weird phrase, but for somebody who is in the system, that is very likely happening. That is why the distributors are very emotional on social media. It is like somebody pulled a rug from under their feet, and they were not alerted at all from Modere. This just happened overnight. But now we're off to the next MLM.
So I've been watching their journey, obviously supporting them. I love the career that I'm in. I love network marketing. I love social selling, and I will support anybody who does it. And I don't care what company they're partnered with. You know, I love it. And so I was supporting and I was watching in stories, and I was like, God, that really is cool technology. And I've been looking at it. I haven't tried it because I love Modere products, but I partnered up with them. So we're going to be doing the peptide thing, and you might not know about peptides. It's fairly new technology as far as trends go. Like, you remember collagen came out as super trendy like 4 or 5 years ago, it was like the thing. Well, now it's coming to be peptides. And why that is because peptides are basically communication to the cells. So it's almost like your cells all have a keyhole, and peptides fill and unlock and tell your cells what to do better. So and it's so neat. I've been really pouring into the technology side of it.
So just a couple of hours after Modere closed down, she already knows about the peptide technology and why it is allegedly so great. I don't know about you, but my body and my cells are functioning pretty well without external peptide supplements. The key in my body to unlock the cells to do better, whatever that means, the key is within me. But she has already looked at that, this new technology. Surprise.
Research, the efficacy, the third-party testing, the clinical studies. There's a lot of clinical studies, which is very important to me. I don't mess around when it comes to my people's health. I want to make sure it's the best of the best. And I am impressed. I love that they have, actually, I'll put it right here, what they do not include in their products. That's really important to me. I don't, like, if we're trying to optimize our health, we don't want to add garbage into the products that we're taking. It needs to be clean so that we're not putting any extra toxins in our body, because the goal is to rid toxins of our body. So I do like that. These are the types of products they have.
They're horrible. I mean, they sound predatory already. Fit, lean, focused, energized, hydrated, calm. You cannot tell somebody who has anxiety or depression, of course, that you can take a supplement like Calm because it might help you, but a lot of people might do that behind closed doors, or Energized, which is yet again an overpriced version of an energy drink, or Focus if you have ADHD. Do we see a trend? We do see a trend. And the thing with those supplements and with those trends is that's exactly what they're supposed to be, trendy. Doesn't mean that there's a lot of substance to this. This is a bunch of powders and pills. And who are the best customers? It is the people themselves that try to sell the products. I've seen that in all of the Make Wellness and in all of the little bits I've seen from Make Wellness distributors. They are the best customers. I guess it was in one of the top fails videos. They have their own products at hand. Double and triple and quadruple. They are their best customers. And she doesn't even have the products yet, but she's already done her research and she's already pitching this to us. But she doesn't even have them in hand yet.
Which is for everything that we've been working on. I mean, the peptides can help tighten your skin. They stimulate your cells to change, to improve, to make you healthier. There's other ingredients as well that work together to help you feel your best.
And that is the technology of peptides now. Let me guess, maybe the Modere products were able to do that before, but since Modere is not anymore, now it has to be the Make Wellness peptides.
But the peptide technology is so amazing. Like if you take it and it's like, okay, the liver isn't detoxifying the way it should. We're going to tell the liver it needs to do this, and it does. And so the difference with peptides and...
No, absolutely not. Because if you have problems with your liver, who is detoxifying your body on its own naturally, together with your lungs, with your skin, your inner organs, and what did I miss? Kidneys? I missed the kidneys. They always like to claim this detox thing. Your body does it all on its own. And if you have problems with your liver, then please go and seek professional help from a doctor and not from a peptide dealer and not from a former Modere hun or any health and wellness hun. They like to claim that they can support the detoxification of the body. Your body does it on its own. And when it cannot do it on its own, then you have severe problems. And then you need to seek actual professional medical help.
And the supplements we have been using is more like nutrients and minerals and such that kind of fill the gaps and get our body properly functioning. The peptide technology, and so when you use Modere products, oftentimes it takes, and I've told you guys this, 30 to 90 days to feel or notice a difference. With peptide technology, it's quite immediate. Like if you work out, we have something called, there's two things, lean and fit. And when you take them together, it's like, and I've been watching the reviews. If you want in the Facebook group with the testimonies, let me know and I'll make sure that you're in there. But
this is so predatory. On the one side, I feel bad for her because I think that she is really unhappy, that she is truly sad, and that she's probably still in this shock phase that Modere shut down. On the other way, she cannot help it, and she is pitching a predatory system and product that nobody yet again needs, because you don't need external peptides from a network marketing company. But just a couple of hours after her old MLM shuts down, she needs to push these. And the new products are already better than the old ones because they work a lot quicker and they're the newest technology. They're super trendy. She hasn't even tried these, but she has a lot of wonderful, amazing testimonials that you can look up on a Facebook group.
People are like, day 2 and I'm already increasing my reps. I'm already increasing my weight. I was looking at pictures of biceps after 4 weeks that have grown.
And how realistic is that? I also reacted to that in the original Make Wellness kind of mini deep dive. Why do you think you can lift more weights after taking those peptides after a day or two? Because you have to believe that they actually work. Or you are an experienced sports person, experienced in the gym, and you work with natural progression, natural overload when it comes to weights. That is normal. But now it is the products that are responsible for you to be able to lift more weight than you did the day before. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous and predatory.
Grown, like, and I don't know if you follow this. So my son is he wants to be a bodybuilder. He lifts weights. He loves lifting weights. He's lost over 100 pounds. He was very unhealthy, and now he's just turned his life around. He's going to be 17 this year. He's amazing. He inspires me. But he's been talking about peptide use because a lot of bodybuilders inject it, and obviously I'm not having my child inject anything, but it's just not a habit to start into because that can lead to other things. But these are ingestibles, so you drink them, you swallow them. There's drinks, there's capsules, there's all kinds of things. I think there's capsules. That's what it looks like. I haven't even got my bundle yet.
And we have a built-in audience yet again, because you not only purchase the products for yourself, but every family member might also benefit off of these. Meaning you're able to purchase a lot more product and the company is able to make more profit off of you. The distributors are the best customers, and she's already pitching it like this. Her son hasn't tried the peptides. She hasn't tried the peptides.
But I am sold. I'm sold because I've been watching it. I'm sold because I'm in the testimony group and I've been seeing these results. Like, check this chick out. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. On the products.
Yeah, and now we're seeing these ridiculous before and after pictures. How do we know what this individual has done before and after? What other life changes has this person done to lose weight, to lose belly fat, to change their physique over the course of 4 weeks? And what happens in the next 4 weeks, and the next 4 weeks, and the next 4 weeks? Is this just a short-term effect? How does it work long-term? Make Wellness goes really hard on those ridiculous testimonials. And then the before and after pictures also many times just look like, just like this picture, like somebody sucking in their stomach. The light is different, the angle is different. They are ridiculous. Then we also have different outfits. Why? If you heard somebody trying to sell you snake oil, why would you believe in somebody selling you snake oil? Because you now also need to sell that snake oil.
That blows my mind. And it's not like she's the only one. When I was scrolling through the testimonies from customers in the group, I was just like, holy cow, like this is really effective.
Who are the people in that Facebook group who are posting about their alleged testimonials, their alleged physique changes? Are those external customers who just love the product and they're not connected to Make Wellness at all? Or are they being incentivized by the distributors? Or could they potentially be distributors themselves? There's always people connected to the company who have to make those ridiculous claims. People who can benefit if you believe that these products work like this. And those before and after pictures do not prove that the products do anything for you. What changes have these people made in their life to achieve a weight loss, a physique change within 4 weeks? And oh yeah, how sustainable is it?
This is really, hopefully, going to take over and change the world. I hope. Because here's the thing. You might be my customer. You might have tried Trim for 1 month and said it didn't work. Trim worked. It did work. But you have to stay on it. You have to get it going, working in your system. I don't believe that's going to be the case over here. And so I'm really looking forward to you guys trying this. So that's where I'm at.
So the new products are already better because you don't need to continue to purchase them. Then why are the Make Wellness Huns purchasing the products over and over again? So it's really just for a quick boost to quickly change something so that then after another 4 weeks, you bounce back to your old physique. Yet again, we're making claims about products we haven't tried ourselves. The distributors and the customers are always being incentivized to continue and use those products. Oh, and if you don't need fit and lean anymore, then maybe try out energized, because that way you have a natural energy boost. Or if you have too much energy, then you could also take a look at calm. You have a problem, we have something for you. You don't have a problem, we also have something for you.
And I don't think I have anything else to share right now, but of course you're still going to get my communications. I apologize for this. I'm like, Rachel, you are a professional. Today it's out the window. You get what you get, but I do care about you. It's like we're just sitting here having coffee together, okay?
No, it's not. It is a distraught Modere Hun who now had to quickly look up a new MLM and a new stream of income to shill her snake oil, now this different one, make unsubstantiated claims, though she hasn't even had her hands on the product herself, and sell a business opportunity to her customers and also to her team. And if you were truly a professional, you know what you would have done? You would have taken the time for yourself until you are mentally in a space where you can sit in front of a camera, release a video without crying. Because true professionals, true business people understand that you do not need to be on camera when you're crying. It is completely okay to be emotional and to cry and to mourn the loss of a network marketing opportunity that just kicked you in the butt because they didn't even let you know they're closing down. You had to learn that via a customer and an announcement on their website. You do not need to go live. You do not need to make a video crying. You could just stay offline and then start again when you're ready for it. That's what true business professionals do.
And I don't put makeup on for coffee. All right, enjoy your day.
That was weird. That was very, very weird. And we currently see a lot of Modere people go through this. What new MLM do I have to go to now? If this is part of your income, side hustle, full-time income, the distributors don't have a lot of time to take off. They need to look for the newest opportunity. They need to keep their teams interested and also their customers. And of course, now we have found the next best thing with even better technology, very trendy. It works even better than the products before. So come on over and try them out. I haven't tried them myself. I don't even have my hands on the product, but I can already tell you those super subjective testimonials and those super subjective before and after pictures, they're gold. And that's why every Make Wellness Hun posts these. It is wild to see, it is sad to see, but also it makes me really mad when people push these kind of products, the next snake oil, and make those ridiculous claims. So let's not fall for that. I'm sure that a bunch of Modere Huns, a lot of Modere Huns, former Modere Huns, they're now going over to Make Wellness because they already have a connection to that company with Justin Prince, the former top distributor who got terminated from Modere. And with more and more network marketing companies closing, we will end up with a super MLM at some point, or just a handful of MLMs, and the Huns, they just have to move within those 5 MLMs. Not working out, next. Not working out, next. That's what I believe is happening. We will all at some point be working for Amazon, and the Huns will at some point all just be working for one network marketing company. That's what I believe is happening. Let me know your thoughts. I'd be interested. What do you think? Watching another MLM shutting down and distributors trying to work through that in real time. If you liked this video, then please subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any other videos. And if you liked this video, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!